Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about common running mistakes that I made so you don't. Common mistake number one is not wearing proper running shoes. I spoke about this in my previous video. You want to make sure that you are wearing proper running shoes, which means you are wearing actual running shoes. I also spoke about the insoles in these running shoes and how they are generic and that we should be replacing them with insoles or orthotics that cater to our foot needs so we can prevent injury. This time I want to talk about getting our shoes, our running shoes specifically, in the proper size. We all seem to think that just because a shoe fits perfectly that it is in the correct size, and in most cases it's not. You want to make sure that your shoes have a thumbs width space in between the tip of the shoe and your longest toe. This gives your feet room to expand because they do expand when you walk and run, and it also gives you a space to move your feet around comfortably while you're running. I also wanted to talk about the overusage of our running shoes, which not a lot of people really talk about, but just because you don't physically see wear and tear and you might take care of your shoes, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should continue wearing them. The more that we wear our running shoes, the cushion inside the running shoes do flatten, which means they become less supportive, which means we are prone to discomfort, pain, and injury. With all that being said, yes, that does mean that you have to replace your shoes at least once or twice a year, and that is me being generous because we are balling on a budget, but foot health does matter. Common mistake number two is eating right before your run. I made this mistake recently because I was hungry but I wanted to get a workout in, and I ended up puking halfway through my run. We obviously need fuel and energy for our run, but you need to be mindful of what you're eating, when you're eating, and how much you are consuming. Make sure that you are eating just something really light, something that is snack size. You only need really just something small to carry you through the run. Make sure you are not eating anything that is heavy or greasy. Make sure you are eating 1 to 2 hours before your run so your body has time to digest, which is really important. Your body needs to digest that food. Make sure you give yourself enough time to use the washroom before you go on your run. Common mistake number three is not stretching or warming up before and after your run. The first 2 kilometers of your run is actually the toughest part of your run, and if you're not running in ease, then you probably haven't stretched or warmed up enough. Make sure you are stretching for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure you get those muscles loosened up, warm up your body before you run. I like to do a 0.5 of a kilometer before I actually start running, just so my body gets into that motion of running. And yes, you do have to stretch after your run. Trust me, you will need it, your muscles need it, your body needs it, just so you can prevent that pain and soreness of running. Another important thing is that you should be cooling down after you run and not just sitting and plopping yourself down right after. Your body will thank you, your heart will also thank you for that cool down. Common mistake number 4 is taking long strides, and that is something that you probably don't even realize that you're doing. But when you're taking long strides, you are landing on your heels, which sends force right back up through your leg, which can cause injury like shin splints. Instead of taking long strides, take shorter strides, try landing on your midfoot, and try taking light, quick steps. That will definitely help you with those shin splints. Common mistake number 5 is tensing up our upper body. Now, our legs are doing most of the work when we are running, but running is actually a full body workout. So when we tense up our upper body, like our shoulders and our arms, we're sending energy to the wrong places. When we tense up our upper body, we are sending energy into the wrong places and where it's not really needed. Our legs do need most of the energy, so tensing up our upper body is wasting energy. A way to not tense up your upper body is to lightly have your arms at a 90-degree angle and just have them sway back and forth. Shake them out in the middle of your run if you need to. Now remember, we are trying to run with ease. This is not a race. Common mistake number 6 is running too much. And yes, that is a thing. You can run too much, whether it be the duration of your run, the distance of your run, or trying to run every single day. Now, obviously, to improve on your running, you should be running, but it is also important to give yourself those rest days. Those rest days are just as important for you to improve on your running. So don't burn yourself out, because there are other things to life than running every single day. Even though I just did a challenge to run every single day for 30 days. I burnt out and I only ran for 25 out of those 30 days. So those are my common running mistakes. I hope you can learn from them, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, go do that right now, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.